Never Death Row Production. Mike Tyson, next heavyweight champion of the world.
Alrighty guys, what's going on? Welcome on back. It's the Empire. I'm your host Risky. It is Tuesday, May 5th. Got this video coming to you late. I got stuck at work yesterday, but we're gonna run through these picks here today. Guys, Outlier Sportsbook, the link is down in the description. Sign up with them. The first week is free. Also at the end of the video, the 4 bets we'll be placing here today ourselves. With all of that being said, let's jump into it. Alright, first game up, we got the Red Sox in Detroit taking on the Tigers. Bello on the mount for the Red Sox. The left-handed pitcher Valdez gets the start for Detroit. Brian Bello comes into this game looking absolutely terrible of late. In his last 3 outings, he has an ERA of 15. He saw this Detroit Tigers team last week, pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs. Looking at this game here today for him, they're going to have an opening starting pitcher go through the lineup one time. Then after that, Bello will come in. Like I said, he's really struggling with his command, really struggling to get outs overall. He is a contact pitcher, a ground ball pitcher. I like this Detroit Tigers once again getting a bunch of runs off of him today. The Red Sox bullpen's completely depleted. Valdez on the mount. He saw the Red Sox in his last start as well. Pitched it to the 6th inning, gave up 2 runs. This is another outing. I can see him doing the same. This Red Sox lineup, their best bats are all lefties. I don't see Valdez really having a problem here today. Both of the bullpens highly depleted. Good hitting weather out in Detroit today. Let's get to the picks. Detroit is the betting odd favorites in this game, and I'm playing them on the run line. The game total set at 8. I do like the under 8 total runs in this one today. For the player prop, I'm taking Riley Green of the Tigers for 2 total bases today. Next up, we got the Athletics in Philadelphia taking on the Phillies. Luis Severino on the mount for the Athletics. The left-handed pitcher Christopher Sanchez gets the start for the Phillies. Looking at Luis Severino here on the mount for the Athletics, he's made 4 road starts this season. In those 4 road starts, he has an ERA of 1.88. This is a guy, going back to last season, we always talk about it. Pitches much better when he's away from that small minor league ballpark in Sacramento. Looking at the matchup here today for him, I do not like this spot for Luis Severino. He's going to be seeing the top of that Phillies lineup loaded with left-handed bats. In total, he'll see 6 lefties today. Severino has terrible splits versus lefties. He's a contact pitcher, pitches for a lot of pop fly outs. It's going to be one of the best hitting weather days on the schedule here in Philadelphia. They have 18-mile-per-hour winds blowing from the diamond to the outfield. This is a game here today I'm expecting Severino to allow a few runs. The one thing I do like for the Athletics, they're going to have the advantage in the bullpen late in this game because they had off yesterday. The Phillies just wrapped up a 4-game series in Miami. So like I said, the Athletics will have the advantage late in this game. On the other side, we got Christopher Sanchez on the mount for the Phillies. Besides one outing this season against the Cubs, he looks sharp. He looks like himself from last season. ERA back to being around 2. Looking at the matchup here today for Sanchez, Christopher Sanchez is another sinker ball pitcher, but he works the strikeout. This Athletics team strikes out the 6th most in Major League Baseball. I could see Sanchez having a good outing here today. The big thing, like I just spoke about with this Phillies bullpen, the Phillies are going to need Sanchez to go about 7 innings. If he is not able to pitch a full 7 innings, this Phillies team will be vulnerable late. Looking at the weather here, like I said, one of the best hitting weather days, plus 33% home run chance on Ballpark Pal. Let's get to the picks. The Phillies are the betting odd favorites in this game, and I'm playing them on the money line. The game total set at 9. I do like the over 9 total runs. For the player prop, we're taking 2 Phillies in this game. Give me Kyle Schwarber to hit a home run today. Christopher Sanchez to go over his strikeouts line over 6.5 Ks. Next up, we got the Toronto Blue Jays in Tampa Bay taking on the Rays. Kevin Gausman on the mount for the Jays. Rasmussen on the mount for the Rays. Looking at Kevin Gausman here on the mount for Toronto, started off the season looking really good, but in his last 3 outings, he started to struggle. He's getting hit up in those last 3 games, but the big thing I'm noticing, he is struggling with his command. Kevin Gausman in his past matchups against this Tampa Bay Rays team does not have good numbers against them. This Rays team has hit him up in the past. The big advantage the Jays are going to have today is that bullpen. Their bullpen's well rested. There's going to be a lot of good arms available here today for them. That's going to give them the advantage late. On the other side, we got Rasmussen on the mount for the Rays. Off to a very good start this season. He continues to be a very consistent pitcher for the Tampa Bay Rays. I'm expecting him. This is a guy too, Wes Munson. He has good numbers against this Jays lineup in the past. I'm expecting him to go 6 innings, giving up a run. The Tampa Bay Rays bullpen is completely depleted coming into this one. They're going to be vulnerable late in this game here today. They're down in Tampa Bay in the dome. No weather to really sway anything. Let's get to the picks. This game is currently a pick'em spot. It's a 50 cents difference favoring the Rays, and that's where we're going today. We're playing the Tampa Bay Rays on the money line. The game total set at 7. I do like the under 7 total runs. I actually got this a 4-3 game for the Tampa Bay Rays. Onto the player prop. I'm taking Diaz of the Tampa Bay Rays to hit a home run today. Next up, we got the Minnesota Twins in Washington taking on the Nationals. Taj Bradley on the mount for Minnesota. Cavalli on the mount for the Nats. We got Taj Bradley here on the mount for Minnesota. Started off the season looking dominant. His last 2 outings though, he's gotten hit up, but the big thing, most of the runs have come off of home runs. He continues to look strong. He doesn't walk guys. He has a decent strikeout ratio. He is a contact pitcher. He pitches for a lot of pop flies, a lot of ground outs. I could see him having success today against this Nats lineup, batting .227 versus right-handed pitching. But in their last 10 games, they're batting just .212 versus righties. I could see Taj Bradley going about 6 innings, giving up a run. On the other side, we got Cavalli. This was a guy that started off the season looking kind of shaky, but as the season's gone along, he's gotten stronger in each of his starts. Looking at the matchup here today for him, he's going to be seeing a Twins lineup that has 6 right-handed bats. He has very good splits versus righties. I could see Cavalli going out there, pitching about 6 innings, giving up a run himself. This is a game that's going to be decided by 2 of the worst bullpens in Major League Baseball. Both of these bullpens have ERAs above 5.30. I give the advantage coming into this game slightly to the Nationals. It's going to be one of the best hitting weather day games on the schedule, plus 11 home run percentage on Ballpark Pal. Let's get to the picks. Alright, looking at the odds makers right now, they have this game as a pick'em spot. It's a 40 cents difference favoring the Minnesota Twins, and that's where I lean as well. I like the Minnesota Twins here today on the money line. The game total set at 9.5. Like I told you guys, it's a very hitter-friendly day out there today. Wind blowing from the outfield out to the diamond. But we have 2 good starting pitchers in this game. I can see them keeping the runs low early. I like the under 9.5 total runs in this game. For the player prop, I'm taking 1 Twin, 1 Nat. Both to hit home runs in this game today. Give me Clemens of the Twins, James Wood of the Nationals, both to go yard today. Up next, we got the Texas Rangers in New York taking on the Yankees. Jacob deGrom on the mount for the Rangers. Rodriguez gets the start for the Yankees. Looking at Jacob deGrom here on the mount for the Rangers, he saw this Yankees team a week and a half ago. Granted, he was matched up against Cam Schlittner in that game and he lost, but in that outing, Jacob deGrom pitched into the 7th inning, only gave up a run. Looking at the matchup here today for him, for one, it's going to be at Yankee Stadium. deGrom has made 4 career starts at Yankee Stadium. In those 4 career starts, he has an ERA of 6.19. He does pitch for a lot of contact, but when he's at his most, like his last outing against the Yankees, when he has his best outings, he's usually striking out 6-7 batters in that game. If he can work the strikeouts here today, I can see him going another 7 innings, giving up a run. On the other side, we got the rookie pitcher Rodriguez. He made 1 start this season last week against this Rangers team in Texas, pitched into the 5th inning, gave up 3 runs. This is a spot today I do not like for him, pitching in small Yankee Stadium. That first outing, he really struggled with his command. He could not find the strike zone. I could see this Texas Rangers lineup putting up 3-4 runs on him here today. The Yankees had to play yesterday. The Rangers had off. The Rangers bullpen has been playing very good of late. They're going to have the advantage late in this one after deGrom gets taken out. Let's get straight to the picks here. The Yankees are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and we're playing the road dogs in this spot. Give me the Texas Rangers here on the money line. The game total set at 8.5. I like the over 8.5 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Jake Berger of the Rangers to hit a home run today. Next up, we got the Reds in Chicago taking on the Cubs. The left-handed pitcher Andrew Abbott on the mount for the Reds. We got Talion getting the start for the Cubs. Andrew Abbott here on the mount for the Reds. This was a guy that was one of the better starting pitchers last season, especially out of the left-handed starting pitchers. This season, he is absolutely terrible. ERA close to 6. He's walking a bunch of batters. Hard hit rate up above 50%. Looking at the matchup here today for Andrew Abbott, though, he's in Chicago taking on a Cubs lineup that's going to feature 6 left-handed bats. That's going to help Andrew Abbott out a lot. He has very good splits versus left-handed bats. Another thing with Abbott, his strikeouts number is down this season. He's pitching for a lot more contact, a lot more pop flies. Out in Chicago today, where we're going to have a strong gust of wind blowing from the outfield into the diamond, it will help Andrew Abbott out in this game. The Cincinnati Reds bullpen has just been imploding in the last week and a half. In the last 10 games played, the Cincinnati Reds bullpen has an ERA of 6.80. They've been terrible of late. On the other side, we got Talion on the mound for the Cubs. This is a very inconsistent pitcher. He'll have some decent outings. He'll have some really terrible starts. Looking at the matchup here today for him, for one, he has terrible numbers against this Reds lineup in the past. I can see this Reds team getting 2-3 runs off of him here today. The Cubs bullpen is taxed coming into it, not to mention they still got a few arms injured. Looking at the weather, one of the lowest rated hitting days. It's going to be a pitcher friendly day there out in Chicago. Like I said, strong gust of wind from the outfield into the diamond. Let's get to the picks. The Cubs are the betting on favorites in this game, and I like the road dogs in this spot. Give me the Cincinnati Reds on the money line. The game total set at 8.5. I do like the under 8.5 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Elly De La Cruz of the Reds to have 2 total bases in this game today. Up next, we got the Guardians in Kansas City taking on the Royals. Gavin Williams gets a start for the Guardians. The left-handed pitcher Noah Cameron on the mound for the Royals. Gavin Williams has been off to a very good start this season. Looking at his numbers this season, for one, he's averaging 8 strikeouts per 9 innings. He's top 5 in the league in Ks this season. That's really going to help him against the Royals lineup that's currently top 10 in Major League Baseball in the most strikeouts. I can see Gavin Williams going about 6-7 innings here today, turning it over to this Guardians bullpen that's been playing very well of late. I can see the Royals getting a run off of Gavin Williams. He does have good numbers against them in the past matchups. He's going to be seeing a lineup here today for the Royals that has 6 right-handed bats, so I'm expecting Williams to come out and not have a difficult outing. On the other side, we got Noah Cameron as the starting pitcher, but there will be an opener for him. It's going to be Kolek. For one, this Guardians team is killing left-handed pitching to start off the season. They're batting .245 versus lefties. So they're going to have Kolek come in. We saw yesterday's game. This Guardians team is really struggling to hit right-handed pitching. They're batting just .220 on the year versus righties. So once Cameron comes in, I expect him to put up a few runs on him. He's been struggling of late. He's been, in his last 4 starts, Noah Cameron's ERA is at 5.15. So I can see the Guardians putting up a few runs on him before they turn it over to this Royals bullpen, one of the worst in the majors. The weather today is not going to be as hitter-friendly as yesterday, but it's still going to be a nice day out there in Kansas City. Let's get to the picks. The Guardians are the betting odd favorites in this game today, and I'm playing them on the run line. The game total set at 7.5. I do like the over 7.5 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Jose Ramirez of the Guardians for 2 total bases today. Next up, we got the Los Angeles Dodgers in Houston taking on the Astros. Shohei Ohtani on the mound for the Dodgers. Lambert gets the start for the Astros. Alright, Shohei on the mound for the Dodgers in this game. He's looked amazing to start off this season. 5 starts, ERA at 0.60. Looking at the matchup here today for him, he's going to see 7 right-handed bats in this Astros lineup. I don't really see him having a problem. As long as he pitches around to Yordan Alvarez, I can see him going about 6-7 shutout innings here today. The Dodgers bullpen is in very good shape coming into this one. I can see them coming in, closing the door when they enter the game. On the other side, we got Lambert. He started off the year with a really good start. Since then, back-to-back starts, he's gotten hit up in them. He's starting to look back like a terrible starting pitcher. The Astros bullpen, 6.80 ERA. We saw what they did when they came into the game yesterday. It's going to be out there in Houston in the Dome. Let's get straight to the picks. The Dodgers are the betting odd favorites in this game, and we're playing them on the run line. The game total set at 8.5. I do like the over 8.5 total runs in this one. For the player prop, I'm taking one player prop. I'm taking Muncy of the Dodgers to hit a home run in this game today. Next up, we got the Mets in Colorado taking on the Rockies. The right-handed pitcher Freddie Peralta on the mound for the Mets. Michael Lorenzen gets a start for the Rockies. Alright, getting into this one, the last time Freddie Peralta was on the mound, he saw this Rockies team. He actually had a good outing in that game, pitched into the 6th inning, gave up 2 runs. But that's every Freddie Peralta start. Every start, he's going 6 innings max, giving up 2 runs minimum. Looking at the matchup here today for him, for one, in his career numbers at Coors Field in Colorado, 5 starts, he has an ERA of 5.60. The last time he was out there, he gave up 3 home runs. Looking at the matchup here today for him, I can see Freddie Peralta struggling against this Rockies lineup. They're going to have 5 left-handed bats in this game. All 5 of them are power hitters. It's going to be a hitter-friendly day out there in Colorado. The Mets bullpen is taxed coming into this one. On the other side, we got Michael Lorenzen on the mound for the Rockies. He's coming off of 3 good starts in a row. Against the Reds, against the Mets, he looked really good. Looking at the matchup here today for him, he's another guy that struggles when he pitches in Coors Field. This season, he has an ERA of 6.15 in his home starts. I can see the Mets team getting 2-3 runs off of him. The Rockies bullpen today is in a much better place than they were yesterday. I can see them coming in, closing the door on this Mets lineup. Looking at the weather here today, it's going to be hitter friendly, 75 degrees, but with wind blowing in from the outfield to the diamond. Let's get to the picks. The Mets are the betting odd favorites in this game, and we're playing the road dogs in this spot. Give me the Colorado Rockies on the money line. The game total set at 9.5. I do like the under 9.5 total runs in this one. For the player prop, I'm taking Hunter Goodman of the Rockies to hit a home run in this game today. Next game up, we got the Pirates in Arizona taking on the Diamondbacks. Bubba Chandler on the mount for the Pirates. The left-handed pitcher Rodriguez on the mount for the Diamondbacks. Bubba Chandler here on the mount for the Pirates. Started off the season looking very strong. In his last 3 outings, he's been getting hit up in those last 3 starts. He has an ERA of 7.15. Looking at the matchup here today for him, Bubba Chandler's going to be seeing 5 left-handed bats in this Diamondbacks lineup. This Diamondbacks team has started to hit right-handed pitching very well in their last 10 games played. Looking at the Pirates bullpen, they're in very good shape coming into this one. So if I'm projecting Bubba Chandler to let up 3-4 runs in this one, I see the Pirates bullpen coming in, closing the door on them. On the other side, we have the left-handed pitcher Rodriguez on the mount. He's looked really sharp to start off the year. He's only had 2 bad outings in my opinion. Looking at the matchup here today for him, this is a favorable matchup for Rodriguez. The best bats in this Pirates lineup are all left-handed bats. Rodriguez has very good splits versus lefties. This Diamondbacks bullpen has been playing very good this season. In their last 10 outings, they have a bullpen ERA of 3.52. I could see them coming in, closing the door themselves. Let's get straight to the picks here. The D-backs are the betting off favorites in this game, and I'm playing them on the money line. The game total set at 9. I do like the under 9 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Corbin Carroll of the Diamondbacks for 2 total bases today. Alright guys, this will be the final game we break down here today. I got 2 more games that I'm still researching. That's the Padres Giants. They announced their starting pitcher late. I didn't get to research it yesterday. And then the White Sox Angels. The Angels also announced their starting pitcher late, so I didn't get to research it. I will put those 2 games plays once I'm finished in the pinned comments. The final game we'll be reviewing here today is the Braves in Seattle taking on the Mariners. Bryce Elder gets the start for Atlanta. George Kirby on the mount for Seattle. Alright, looking at the game these 2 teams played yesterday, we called this game spot on. We said that the Braves would jump out early on Gilbert. The Braves bullpen would then come in and blow the game because we talked about how taxed that bullpen was. And that's exactly what happened. Looking at this game here today, I could see a very similar outcome. Bryce Elder, George Kirby, 2 very good starting pitchers. I see both of them giving up the max 2 runs in this one. I see both of them going about 6 innings. The big thing in this game here today, guys, out in Seattle, pitcher-friendly ballpark, it'll be pitcher-friendly weather. It's going to come down to these 2 bullpens. Both of the bullpens are taxed coming into it, but I give this slight advantage coming into this game today to the Atlanta Braves. The Seattle Mariners bullpen got used up yesterday. The Braves did hold back a few arms and rest a few guys, which was a smart move in my opinion. Let's get straight to the picks. The Mariners are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and we're playing the road dogs in this spot. Give me the Atlanta Braves on the money line. The game total set at 7.5. I do like the over 7.5 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Riley of the Braves for 2 total bases today. Alrighty guys, before we get up out of here, the 4 bets we'll be placing here today ourselves. Our first bet will be our $10 ladder play, and we're playing the Atlanta Braves on the money line. We're getting them at plus 116. I like this spot for the Braves. Like I said, they were able to rest their bullpen. No Cal Raleigh still in that Mariners lineup. I like the Braves here today, so we're playing them on the money line. This is our ladder play of the day. Next up, we have a 3-leg home run parlay we're playing here today. We started off with Ben Rice of the Yankees. We're then going to play Kyle Schwarber of the Phillies, and we wrap it up with Max Muncy of the Dodgers. Our next bet will be a 3-leg parlay where we start off with the Cincinnati Reds on the money line. We're then going to play the Los Angeles Dodgers on the run line, and we wrap up this parlay with the Rockies Mets game total to go under 9.5 total runs. And the final bet of the day we'll be playing here today is another 3-leg parlay. We started off with the Philadelphia Phillies on the money line. We're then going to play the Minnesota Twins Washington Nationals game total to go under 9.5 total runs, and we wrap up the parlay with the Colorado Rockies on the money line. Once again, guys, I just want to send my salutes out to you all. I know this video is coming out much later than usual. Just got stuck at work yesterday. You know, there's nothing we can do about that. You guys know I appreciate you all. I respect you all. I hope we all win some money here today, and I'm going to catch you on the next one.